Okay, so I finally got this working. Um, we're going to do a little bit of streaming of Star Citizen here. Um, just some of the vanduul base mode on a base Aurora. And actually, since they did that massive update 12.5 the other day, the Aurora has become shockingly more deadly. And I will show you why. And actually, let's increase the brightness just a wee bit so everyone can see it. Okay, let's load up and see what we got. Okay. So, Arena Commander. Let's just see how deadly the little Aurora here has become. Vandal Swarm unbroken. It's just easier to see things. Okay. So as soon as this loads in, we're going to maximize weapons. It's really, really crappy how you do it, and I know it will be fixed. I'm surprised at how fast they fixed this game compared to when it was first released. I'm still waiting to get into the multiplayer part, but you know they just started to fix it, so I'm not too worried because apparently the experience has not been great to play so far on multiplayer. Tending it crashes every few minutes apparently. I think that's finally getting fixed. It'll probably still be another couple months before it happens for me. So let's get that all the way up to a G1, which is very undescriptive. But that is indeed your weapons.
Radar contact.
And
Standby.
let's show you just how deadly the Aurora has become. And there is a glitch right now. Once I die, though, I lose my thrust output towards the bottom, goes away, my boost doesn't work. None of that stuff really works as advertised. But let's show you how deadly it is. Oh, I already got my shields. Come on. Oh, he's running from me. The Aurora is still slow. Very slow. But it's not bad. And let's disable G-Safe because I want to be able to turn until I just see dead already. They did massive improvements with the weapon balancing. These weapons used to do 0 damage, like they did nothing. I would shoot for minutes and not be able to kill anything. But since they did that patch, I mean, they're way better. So the Bulldog repeaters are way better, and they have better effects now. But yeah, just already killed him. Whoop. Get this guy. And the AI on both sides seem to be gotten much smarter. Because at wave 11, 12, 13, we will get ruined. They will all come behind you and destroy you. I've already cleared the first wave inside of a minute 30, and that's with screwing around for a minute. So it's I think the new patch has integrated a few new annoying bugs, like the as soon as I die, the thrust output on the bottom will disappear, and my boost will be locked at 100%. But not terrible. I mean, it's all right. I hope 12.6 readdresses all these problems and gets them all fixed. But the actual game itself, this early in the alpha, barely alpha, does look amazing. It looks absolutely astounding, and it actually feels so much better because just killing the vanduul here, used to, every time you killed one, you'd get a momentary lag. And the only lag I really see anymore is when they spawn new waves in, which hopefully they will fix soon. But, I mean, it's only been a few months and they've done a lot of work. I'm very impressed with the work they've done. But the game, I mean, as you can see, just looks stunning. Oh, got him. But I am using mouse and keyboard because, unfortunately, they still have not addressed the keyboard configs. I do have a Thrustmaster X, just a cheap stick, but works great. And I'm looking for that to be customizable, kind of like Elite Dangerous is. Elite Dangerous does a phenomenal job with their controls. I really want Star Citizen to take a cue from their control structure for Elite. I really do. Oh, and there's that lag I was talking about. Momentary join lag when a new group comes in. It's not too bad, but this Star Citizen is by far a better looking game. But Elite you can play right now, really. You can actually really play it, not just do this. Oh, and that must have been a missile. the shields look really good now.
Stand by.
The sounds are improved for Star Citizen, but Elite also improved their sounds, so it's kind of like Star Citizen went up a notch, Elite went up 3 notches. But I know Star Citizen still got a ways to go. Like, I know their sounds are nowhere near finished. I know that their graphics are nowhere near finished. And the AI, the improvement just in the last couple months on the AI alone is impressive. So if they can do that again, I mean, the AI is brutal. Very tough. Especially after Wave 10, AI will just, you know, if you let them get behind you, you're ruined. Now, I know that they made the Aurora less of a tank because it takes more damage, and I think my top wings are my power generators, because when those get destroyed, I can no longer shoot my weapons more than once or twice every minute, which is very annoying. But other than that, with this new patch, the weapons, you can shoot them for a long time before you run out of energy, which you could not do before. Before, especially with like the Bulldogs or these guns, they would shoot so quick and you would run out of bullets and or would run out of energy in about 30 seconds at most. And you were constantly running out of juice, especially with the Aurora. It was very frustrating. I think they may now have too much, because I mean, I can literally hold this down probably for 5 minutes. I don't know if they'll be this far this good in the real game. Probably not. They'll probably be somewhere in the middle, because this is the essentials they gave me for this part, and it shouldn't be this good. But I do hope they leave gimbal weapons on the Aurora, because I can't imagine hitting a single thing with fixed guns. Can you guys? I mean, hitting anything with fixed weapons with this kind of, you know, this juddery, the ship kind of judders around when you're moving because of the thrust, the real thrust vectoring, like that, you know, it makes it really hard to do this kind of aiming, even with gimbaled weapons. So I know that that's the difference between Class 1 and 2. However, I'm hoping they can at least do maybe a minimal, just a little bit of gimbal, maybe like right in this main square right here. And because it's going to be impossible to kill anything with fixed guns. It really will be. It will kind of ruin it for me. I hope they're all gimbaled, because fixed weapons, unless you're going up against a large ship, I mean, you'll never, ever be able to kill anything small with fixed weapons on a small Aurora. I mean, just not gonna happen. It would take so long, and you'd be at such a disadvantage that it would be unusable. It would only be usable versus large ships, because you just simply don't have the precise control of your ship. Now, it may be real physics, which is great, but unfortunately, you can't be that accurate, you know, with real physics like this when you're in a dogfight. I mean, you're moving like this, and you're always, you know, your ship is just bouncing all over the place. And if you've got fixed guns, there's just no way. It has to have at least a little. I mean, I can understand, you know, maybe having more limited movement, but there has to be something. I mean, even if you've played Elite Dangerous, and you notice that even on the fixed guns, within the reticle, the aiming reticle, there is a little bit of pivot, just a little bit, and that makes it usable. But as it is now, I mean, if they don't do any tracking whatsoever, it's just fixed, I'm going to go out and say any fixed straight weapon will be absolutely useless on anything smaller than like a regular size frigate, or the Constellation maybe is the smallest that would be usable against, because you wouldn't be able to hit any fighters. I mean, it would never. But the game, you know, I know this will take about 1.5 to 2 more years easily to finish up. But it looks great for what it is, and I'm kind of surprised that they've only released this much. I'd like to see them do something like Elite did, which was release, you know, a small system, couple systems, or, you know, maybe even a planet to go all the way around the planet, you know, just to, you know, screw around with your friends, just something small like that. Maybe once they fully implement the dogfight and you can have a good back-end servers, maybe they'll do something like that, but I doubt it. I'm interested in seeing what the first-person shooting will be like. That could be really cool, seeing how that goes. But even the Aurora here with that update has made this thing, I mean, this thing is deadly if I can hit them. Ooh, ooh. Unfortunately, if you just barely touch another ship, and if you just barely kiss it, you're dead. It doesn't matter how much shield you have. Sometimes you can go right into an asteroid and, you know, what? Oh, Jesus. Well, you can at least get a good look at that guy. The AI is definitely improved, which is great. Oh, got him.
Stand by.
Oh, hey, what the? My thing went over to G2, which is bad computer. I don't know how it took itself over there, but well, no wonder. The game still doesn't really obey you very well, so you know it's got a ways. But I will say it's remarkably more stable than previous Elite. The newer stuff seems more stable but less fun because they made it harder to make money. But I will say this about Star Citizen is even when it was first released, Arena Commander 0.08, it was really stable. I mean, it was more stable than most major AAA releases. And now it's very stable. You know, there's some bugs, there's some problems, but none of them are a big deal. And I know I expect to be in the multiplayer part within a month and a half. If I'm backer number 361,000 something, and I expect this to, probably within a month or two. I sure hope so. I mean, because once they fix the multiplayer side, that's the biggest part for the persistent universe, and hopefully the rest of it will come fairly quick. I can't wait till they add capture the interest mode because I want to. I'd like to blow it up. Actually, I don't want to capture it. I want to destroy it because I want to see, the huge nacelles coming off their back, and I want to see someone coming at me and or my friends with the constellation. I just want to blow off the nacelles and I want to separate it in half. That looks so fun. Oh, someone's shooting at my butt. But no, this is still a pretty tough ship. But if it gets a good broadside, it's gonna take out a wing, and then there goes my lasers. They will not work anymore. But no, usually I can get to wave 12. Actually, almost every time get to wave 12, and then I just get ruined. You only get 3 lives in this mode. Oh god. And it's fun. For how basic this is, for how simple it is. You have free flight mode and you have vanduul attack mode. I've probably put about 7 or 8 hours into the whole thing, considering how limited it is and how buggy it still is. That's actually quite impressive. I know if you're going to be new to this game and you want to get into it, you have to buy a $5 Arena Commander pass with your ship pass, which I think you can buy a ship with the game. I think it's 40 or 50 bucks right now. I'm not too sure. I know they sold out of the alpha access stuff. But you're gonna have to buy your patches separately, your accesses. But I know you can get the ship in game for 40 or 50 bucks, which is a lot better than Elite Dangerous right now. I can tell you that right now. Elite Beta just released, so now it's $75. I personally purchased the $150 one because that gives you all the DLC they will ever make for the game, which, I'm liking the game, so when it fully comes out, I imagine I will put a lot of time into it. Star Citizen had nothing like that, but I know it's neither one is pay to win or it's a subscription, so once you buy it, you've bought it. Barring any expansions, I'm not sure on the Star Citizen side if the expansions they'll charge for, or they'll put it in. But no, it's if you guys are just checking this game out, you should definitely give it a look. You will need a powerful machine to run this. This will not run on any stock machine. You will need to have a gaming machine. I would recommend at least on the NVIDIA side a GTX 660 Ti minimum to run it on probably normal. You would need, I'm running at GTX 780 and I can barely hit 60 frames a second, just barely. And I'm imagining when the actual real game comes out, I will probably be in the 40s. Just to give you an idea. But the game is so far from release, I wouldn't buy a 780 Ti or a 780 just for this game. You can buy a 760. It's a relatively inexpensive card that will play this game very well. It will play it on high, at least at 30 to 40 frames a second, which is very good. But yeah, I will let you guys go, and hope you enjoyed it. All right, later.
Rear shield at 25%. Rear shield